Hi, it's Jen, Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. This is a general reading for the fire sign of Leo for the last half of October, the 15th through the 31st, 2018. If this does not resonate with you, check your moon or rising sign. As again, I do all 12 signs, so you can check your moon or rising sign, but this is Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Last half of October 2018. We're just going to keep shuffling. We'll get a few cards. If you would like something more in-depth, feel free to send me a message, notsomysticaltarot@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram at Bitch in a Hurry and send me a message there. Or if you want a personal reading, you can go to my website, bitchinahurry.com, and you can arrange one there. But either way, I like to hear from you guys. And we've had this new moon in Libra about a week ago. That was pretty exciting. A lot of new stuff going on. A lot of people launching businesses and starting to take care of their fitness and eating healthy, getting rid of bad personal relationships, bad work relationships, bad clients. Just people that are really kind of, I want to say, cleaning up their environment. So it's been really interesting to hear all the stuff that's been going on. Wow, all right, you guys. Leo, for the last half of October, the 15th through the 31st of 2018. We may just end up having to stop at these first four because sometimes the cards need to rest, but who knows? We'll see if they come up, and if they don't, we'll give them a rest and we'll start the reading. Okay. We're going to rest for a minute here. I feel like we should get this started. All right, we start out here with the Page of Swords. So you have been through something. You've been through something emotionally, and you're kind of ready to start something else. It's like you've been through something, you're kind of taking a deep breath. Okay, let me figure out what's going on. Let me start something new. You're ready to start something new. And you haven't started it yet. And I think this is why you're in this resting phase here, because you're feeling a lot of input, and I think it's just very frenetic. A lot of chaos. There's a lot of chaos going on around you, and a lot of input. I feel like there's a lot of input from a lot of different people. I feel like it's input you're not asking for. I don't know why, but there's someone in your life giving you some kind of unsolicited advice, and I don't know where it's coming from, but I don't think you're interested in it, but it seems like it's coming at you constantly. Then we have the Tower card, and people hate this card, but I always like it because this is the card where if you don't want to change what's going on, it's going to change anyway. It's coming for you. So you might as well just get used to the idea, because sometimes we have a hard time making that change ourselves. So this is like the Tower moment, the lightning moment. It's coming. It's making the change, good or bad. The change is going to happen. And I don't know. Then a way you can kind of look at it then it's not your problem anymore, right? You made this change. This change is coming, and I think that change is going to eliminate this. This change may be a little bit traumatic. This may be you telling this person, I don't want your advice, leave me alone, whatever. It could be something like that. But this change is coming, and I almost feel like, although it may be a little traumatic, it may be a relief. So it's all right, Leo. You guys have a little bit of fire and I don't want to say drama, but you guys seem to collect a little bit of that sort of activity in your life. You kind of collect that. Things don't just happen. They happen, okay? But the nice thing we have here is the Emperor. So this is, business owner, father figure, someone in your life that you really, really, really respect. It could be a mentor. It could be a lot of people in this new moon in Libra had started business coaching, or they launched a business, or they started, working with a consultant. They, all of these kind of things. This can be that person. So if you've started something like that, or you're looking for someone like that, now is the time to find this mentor, find this, maybe it's somebody that owns a business that does similar things to what you do. Maybe it's someone whose fitness is something you're interested in. Like, let's say you want to be a triathlete, then maybe this is someone you know that's a successful triathlete that you want to kind of model your training after. But this person is an important person in your life. So if you have someone in your life like this, hang on to them, because they're going to be a huge asset to you. And when I say hang on, I don't mean hang on too tight. Here you have the Four of Pentacles. So there's something that you've earned, that's yours, it belongs to you, and you're a little bit worried that it might go away. People say this is like a miserly card. I don't feel like for you guys this is miserly. I don't feel like that's it at all. I think you're just being conservative. You want to be conservative. And that's okay, but I always say you have to spend money to make money. So don't do anything foolish. Don't just lose your mind and invest your life savings in, your best friend's company, but it might be time to think about a calculated investment. And with that, the next card we have is the King of Pentacles. There is nobody better to invest with than the King of Pentacles. He is your die-hard business owner, hard-working, stand-up, honest as the day is long. If you have an opportunity to work with someone in business, with a person like this who has an excellent reputation, who is a stand-up kind of person, take that opportunity. Don't forego that, because this person and this person, with these two guys here, you kind of can't lose. So if you have the opportunity to work with someone in your physical personal life, this person, you have the opportunity to work with them, and you have somebody else in your life who you can follow as a mentor, this is the time. If you're trying to launch a business, maybe you're doing consulting, maybe you're starting some sort of healthy routine, whatever it might be, this is the time, because you have all of the things in place. You're going to have this tower moment that's going to eliminate, and I'm sorry about the dog barking, that's going to eliminate any kind of extraneous nonsense that's going on. This is nonsense, and this has to go. Whatever this input is, it's got to go. It's a waste of your time. And the next card that we have come up here is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands, if you look, she's kind of, this is like a long-range planning card to me. Like, she's gotten to this certain point, she's out at the end of this precipice, and she's kind of looking at like, okay, I've accomplished a little bit here. This is not like the be-all, end-all, I've made it, and this is it, I'm not going any farther. But it's kind of a breather. She's kind of looking over like where she's come from, and this can be male or female, of course. She's looking over like where she's come from and kind of where she's going, and just kind of thinking about the future. This is a time to think about the future. You can cautiously invest with, or maybe collaborate with this person that is very successful in your field. And now, because of that, you can start to make some long-range plans. So let's see what else we have going on here. I'm interested to hear what this tower moment was for people. I'm really interested to hear. Like I said, I do think it was somebody in your life that was giving you a lot of flack, Next we have this Nine of Cups. And so this lets us know that you'll be headed to something that you really, really, this is very fulfilling. Whatever you're working on here, this Four of Pentacles that you have, that you want to kind of invest in your personal, like, financial, everyday, practical life, whatever you're working on there, it's very fulfilling. So this can be, I think it's a job or some field of employment, some field of work, consulting. It's something that you really enjoy. It doesn't feel like work to you at all. And that's what this is. This does not feel that this is not work. This is complete fulfillment. So this is something that you could do for 10 hours straight and not be tired of doing it. And you hate that you have to go home and go to sleep. I feel like that about tarot. I could do tarot for hours and not realize that it's been that long. So when you find something like that, that's your true passion and your true joy, take full advantage of it. And you, like I said, you've got this guy here, this mentor, this is like your Tony Robbins, right? You have somebody like that who's like wildly crazy successful that you know of. And then you have someone like this who's wildly successful in your practical life that you actually can put your hands on. Like, you can actually have a meeting with this person. And it's funny. People who are very successful, you're often frightened of these people. Like, you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to them. I don't know. And the thing is, they've been where you are. And if somebody who's really earnestly wants to meet with them and wants to ask them for help, they're usually more than happy to sit down and have a cup of coffee with you for a half an hour or 45 minutes and give you some pointers and tips. You would be really surprised at how down-to-earth, super, super successful people are. So don't be afraid. And when you're having this long-range plan here, this kind of meeting with yourself, and you're thinking about what you want to do, don't be afraid to approach that person. And don't be creepy. You know, like, you don't want to move in with them. Don't be super creepy about it. But you could just say, hey, you know, I'm working on a couple things, and I'm feeling a little like I don't know what to do next. Could I talk to you for like a half an hour? They'll be like, sure. You would be amazed at the people that will actually spend time with you. Because most people are afraid. They're afraid of who they think they are, but they're just people. So feel free to go to that person and ask for maybe a little bit of help, you know? Let's get one more card for our Leo for the end of middle to the end of the month of October 2018. This is pretty promising, though. So you've got some exciting stuff coming up, Leo. I'm very excited to hear about this. Well, here it is. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles, the softer side of the king, right? So this, I guess, to me, just is more confirmation that you're absolutely on the right track. This is more confirmation you are on the right track. It's like when you come home from school and your mom's got like cookies made. You're doing a good thing. You're doing really, really well. Remember this. This is what you want, right? This is what you want. This emotional fulfillment. It's not a job anymore. It's something you really love. And when it's something you really love, it's like coming home to mom who baked your cookies, right? It's like coming home to cookies and milk on the table. Well, I'm a vegan, so not real milk. But anyways, we'll move away from that. But it's like coming home to mom with like snacks from the oven, right? Coming home to mom. Yeah, that is emotional fulfillment. You're going to have this emotional fulfillment in your practical everyday life. And I don't really think you can ask for much more than that. There's nothing more that you can ask for. And look at this. Had to do one more. The King of Swords. Your mind is on right now. Your mind is sharp. And the King of Swords is the height of intellect. So you have every single thing that it takes here to be really successful. I'm very encouraged, especially with this 4. You're smart with your money, and that's fine. But you have an opportunity to really do something big, and this is an opportunity that you should take. And like I said, when you plan for it, you plan for that opportunity, it's going to feel emotionally so fulfilling. And when you come home from doing this kind of work, or when you get done with it, like I said, you get that feeling of like that loving, warm, mothery, it's just the best feeling in the world, complete comfort. And like I said, your mind is so sharp right now. This is your time. You're ready. Whatever this is your time to do it. I really hope that you seize the opportunities that you have in this next couple of weeks, this second half of October for Leo's Sun, Moon, and Rising, second half of October 2018. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.